Do fish have feelings, or are they mindless automatons running purely on instinct? This has been a widely debated topic, and for a long time science avoided asking such questions about animal minds. But recent scientific research has shed light on the debate. Firstly, do fish feel pain? Nociception is the first step in pain and is a reflex to noxious or harmful stimuli, but alone does not constitute pain. Fish do have nociceptors, but to experience pain, information from nociceptors needs to be relayed to the brain. The fish don't feel pain camp argues that because fish don't have a part of the brain that mammals have, called the neocortex, they're not conscious and do not experience pain. But an animal doesn't need a neocortex to have consciousness. Birds lack a neocortex as well, but there's largely a scientific consensus that birds are conscious and capable of many impressive feats. Birds have a paleocortex, which, like the neocortex, gives them cognitive function. So because of this, we know that a neocortex is not a prerequisite for consciousness. The answer for fishes is the pallium, which function for fish as the neocortex does for mammals and the paleocortex for birds. Biologists Braithwaite and Shaden studied pain in trout fishes. The trout fishes went through 4 different treatments. One group was injected with bee venom, one with vinegar, one with neutral saline, and one that was handled like the other fish were, but not injected. They measured gillbeat rates, which are a good indicator of stress in fishes. The saline and injected groups were the control groups, and the rate raised from 50 beats per minute to 70. The fish injected with bee venom or vinegar rose to 90 beats per minute. They also rested on the bottom of the tank, rocked side to side, and rubbed their snouts against the wall like trying to relieve an itch. The trout's negative reactions significantly reduced when they were given morphine afterwards. This is consistent with how opioids should function if one is experiencing pain. In a different study with zebrafishes by Lynn Shaden, she looked at if fishes were willing to pay to get pain relief. Zebrafishes prefer swimming in an enriched chamber over a barren one. When injected with acetic acid, this preference didn't change, but then she put painkiller dissolved in the barren chamber, and the fishes chose to swim in the less preferred chamber in order to receive this pain relief. There's more studies on fish pain, including that they feel lasting pain, have nuanced responses to pain, and are more mentally distracted when in pain. I'll link these in the description. But what about mental pain or suffering? One example is fear. Fish show fear by breathing faster, releasing alarm pheromones, fleeing, freezing, trying to look bigger, changing color, and avoiding the area they were attacked afterwards. In a study at the University of Sweden, wild Eurasian perches were given the anti-anxiety drug oxazepam. These fishes were more active than fishes not given the drug. While counterintuitive for a human, this makes sense for fishes since calmer fish are less scared of exploring their surroundings. Fish also experience anxiety and depression. When stressed, their bodies release cortisol like humans do. One team of scientists genetically manipulated zebrafishes to have a cortisol deficit, and they consistently had higher levels of stress and showed signs of depression in behavior tests. The fish's behavior returned to normal zebrafish behavior when they were given either Valium, an anti-anxiety drug, or Prozac, an antidepressant. Social interaction with other zebrafishes also helped reduce their depression. Fish also seek to relieve their stress. Stressed fishes who are confined in a bucket with only enough water to cover their bodies were then put in a tank with a moving model of a cleaner fish. Cleaner fish eat dead skin and parasites off of their client fish, which is a good example of mutualism, where the cleaner fish gets to eat and the client gets clean. The stressed fish lean their bodies against the sweeping motions of the fake cleaner fish, but they didn't approach the non-moving cleaner fish model. Their cortisol levels dropped when they had access to the moving cleaner fish compared to the fish with the stationary ones. This is likely pleasurable to them, like getting a massage. In part 2, we'll take a look at the other side of feelings, pleasure in aquatic creatures.